Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be playing on my main account. I know it's been ages since I made the account and since I've actually seriously played on it. The main reason I decided to start playing this account again is I finally reached my goal on my flipping account, and going forward I'm going to be taking a certain percentage of that from my flipping account and putting it on my main, which means I'm going to be having a pretty good source of money. So I thought it'd be really fun to try out expensive but quick ways to start maxing out certain skills. Normally, these may not be very cost effective. However, since we're going to have a ton of money coming in, I'm going to go ahead and do these methods. For example, we are going to maybe chin our defense to 99. We might get 99 prayer with superior dragon bones. We can use really expensive construction methods. I mean, we're not going to have unlimited money, so we're not going to do methods that are totally unreasonable, but within the realms of possibility. Now, whilst I was working towards my twisted bow, on the side here, I've been kind of working on this account. And the way I want to get 99 is through the bake pie spell. Not a lot of people train cooking this way, but it's actually one of the best cooking XP rates in the entire game. The only thing that's better than it, as far as I'm aware, is one tick karambwans, which I'm going to be honest guys, my wrists cannot handle that. It's not worth it. Once you get a higher cooking skill and can make higher level pies, you can get about 500,000 cooking experience an hour. And in addition to that, you're going to be getting about 100k magic experience. So together it makes for a really good training method. Now compared to normal cooking methods, it's not very cost effective. The pies are not very common and they don't have much of a resale value for the most part. But I'm going to go ahead and do a few calculations. We're starting at level 70 cooking, so we really haven't made much of a dent in it yet. But let's see how far we can get. Now I decided to actually start this before I finished my Twisted Bow series, so in the future when I make another video where I max another skill, all of that money is going to be taken directly from my flipping account. However, in this video, I'm using some of the funds I already had on my main account. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get started. Okay, so to start off this pie grind, we are going to be starting with Admiral pies. Now luckily these are some of the easier pies to obtain. Now none of the raw pies are very commonly traded, but some are almost never traded, and it may not even be possible to buy any of those pies. So luckily, Admiral pies are at least made, and the plan so far is to do them all the way till the early 90s. There is one pie that's higher level, but I went and had a look on the marketplace, and they are barely ever traded, so that's probably not going to work. Now, the reason I'm going for the early 90s is once I get to level 92 or 93, I could actually get a boost to allow me to cook summer pies, which for one are way more cost effective, higher experience, and way easier to obtain. So I think that's going to be worth it. We can start using Chef's Delights, which give you a +5 boost at that level. So I think it'll be okay once we get to level 91 or 92. There is level 71 cooking, the very first level of this grind, which is probably the easiest one in the entire game. Eventually, I'm going to go ahead and move to a nicer location, but there is level 72 cooking. Okay, so the rest of our pies bought on the Grand Exchange, and we're buying them for around 1,200 currently, which means it's going to be a little expensive getting to 92. I need around 27,300 pies in total to get to 92, which at 1,200 each is going to be about 32 mil. 32 mil, and you're not going to get very much of that back. It is possible to sell them for around 100 or 200 each, but if you don't sell them, that makes the GP per X be about 5.7. There is level 77 cooking, level 78, level 79. Okay, so I'm starting this grind at level 90 magic. 100k magic experience an hour is pretty damn good. I'm actually just about to get a magic level here. There's level 91. I'm predicting by the time we hit 99 cooking, that should bring us to 94 or maybe even 95, which is actually perfect because at that point we'd be able to Ice Barrage if we want, which is I think the best magic experience in the game. Okay, there's a pretty big cooking level, level 80 cooking. We can now cook sharks. One thing I forgot to mention is you can't actually burn the pies doing it this way, which is a huge plus. 81. There is level 82. We can now cook sea turtles. Probably not going to do that. Okay, we got another cooking level coming in here. 83 cooking. There is 84 cooking. Only, 8 more levels to go. We can now cook anglerfish. There is 85 cooking, a nice clean level. We can now cook wild pies, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we finally ran out of Admiral Pies. I'm going to continue on once again with the Admiral Pie because Wild Pies are way too random. Nobody likes them. Okay, so this kind of happened a little while ago. Instead of selling back my Admiral Pies, I decided to just YOLO them at the Falador party room. We did a bit of a clan drop party, and going into this, I told everyone that if they got the Admiral Pies, I would add them as a friend. That was kind of the reward. Unbeknownst to me though, the party room actually divides up noted items, so I kind of had to add a lot of people because there was like 12,000 pies there, and well, a lot of people ended up with them. There is another cooking level, 86 cooking. We're finally getting up there. Levels are taking a bit longer now, but you know, it's still one of the quickest methods in the entire game. Still only taking about an hour. There is our second magic level of the grind so far. Predicting again about 3 more. We're getting to magic level after about 4 or 5 hours of doing this method. 88 cooking. There is level 89 cooking. We're going to be surpassing my magic level pretty soon here. Not sure why this is in there, but you know what? It's an agility level, so we're taking it. There's 71 agility. Not sure why I did that. Level 90 cooking. That is a really nice clean level. Only 9 more levels to go. But realistically, we're not even halfway there yet. 91 cooking, only 1 more level to go until I switch over to my next pie. Actually, I should try investing in Chef's Delights pretty soon because I'm not really sure how common of an item they are. Oh, there was another magic level, 93 magic. That is really, really nice. It feels so good getting these magic levels out of the way because normally magic is kind of expensive and you don't normally get passive experience at this rate. Okay, this is going to be the very last level with the good old Admiral Pie. We can finally stop doing this, which I'm really happy about because we are kind of hemorrhaging money, for cooking anyway, on this pie because we're not getting any money back. I could have gotten a bit back, but I decided to, well, donate them essentially to people in need who needed pies, of course. But there we go, we can get a +5 boost and start making the summer pie, which is going to be just so much more cost effective. Okay, so that was a pretty big segment of training, so I decided I would go over a few stats from level 70 to 92. Okay, so to get from 70 to 92 just on Admiral Pies took me 27,325 pies. On average, I bought them for around 1,200 each, which means the total cost was 32.7 mil. Now the average experience rate I was getting was about 370k an hour, and that was based on my average pies per hour of about 1750. You can definitely do more than that, but for long periods of time, it averages out to be a bit lower, at least for me. So with that rate, it took me about 15.5 hours to get from 70 to 92. Even though I pretty much just sacrificed the pies after, my GP per XP was actually still around 5.71, and that would be even lower if you counted the magic experience. Okay, so the way I am boosting my cooking is with a Chef's Delight. Now this works kind of in a scaling way, so the higher cooking level you have, the more cooking levels you're going to gain. Once you're over 85 or 90, you're going to get the max amount, which is a +5 boost, which means at 92, that will boost me to 97, which will allow me to make summer pies and for about 2 minutes. Now you could boost at level 91, however, it would be pretty annoying, and if you didn't do it correctly, you could like instantly drop back down to 94, which would be kind of a waste of time. So right now it is kind of slowing down my experience rates, but they're still much higher than the Admiral Pie, still averaging about 430,000 XP per hour. There is a level 93 cooking. Even 1 more cooking level is going to help out a lot with the Chef's Delights. That will give me an extra minute. There is level 94 cooking, only 1 more to go till we can officially cook the summer pie. And there it is, guys, level 95 cooking. We are getting very, very close now. We can now officially cook the summer pie, which should boost our potential experience rate to almost 500k per hour. That would be with me being somewhat efficient. Probably I'm going to get about 450k an hour, maybe 470k. Oh, there we go, guys. 96 cooking, only 3 more levels to go. I just did a full 2 hours and I got about 460k an hour with this and around 100k magic experience. So about 560k total experience per hour. Very, very good. Okay, speaking of that, we actually have a magic level coming in and potentially our last one. I haven't done any calculations yet, but there is level 94 magic. I believe we're going to get pretty close to 95, but I'm not sure if we're actually going to make it. A little unfortunate, but I think we're going to be about 50,000 or 100,000 experience off our next level, but still a big chunk taken out of that next level. Okay, we have now officially acquired all of the pies we need to 99. We have 9,000 more pies to go. That should only take us about 4 or 5 more hours, and we're just about to hit a big level. There is 97 cooking, 2 more big levels to go. I think we have about 1 million experience till our next level now. Yep, 1.1. Okay, we're just about to get our second to last cooking level. There is 98 cooking. So damn close now. We just have 1 more level to go and about 1.2 million XP. Of course, in the 11th hour, I totally remember of a very useful feature, Inventory Viewer, which would really have helped with this entire grind. But you know what? We're done with it anyway. We're just about to hit 99 cooking in the cooking guild. I think that is the most thematic place to do it. In the future, I'll probably have a 99 party, but you know what? It's cooking. I don't think anyone is going to care that much anyway. People are just going to scoff and say it's not even a real 99, which, you know what? This didn't take me that long. But there it is, guys, 99 cooking. We are now a master chef. Well, we're a master chef at cooking pies anyway. But there we go. That is the second 99 of the account. I'm really excited. I know it's not a very impressive 99, but I think just getting the easier ones done with first is going to be really motivating for me. I think once I get the ball rolling, I could start working towards some of the harder ones, and who knows, maybe I will actually max this account someday. The cape actually looks pretty nice. I like the purple, and the emote is... okay, the emote's not that good. Now, looking back at the summer pies, we ended up making around 25,000 summer pies. Now, the summer pies were a lot more effective and they had a higher experience rate. On average, we lost about 600 GP per pie. If I was more patient, you could get that down to maybe 400 or even less, which makes the GP per XP on summer pies around 2.3 for what I was doing. But I think you could get it down to 1.5, which is actually pretty reasonable for such a quick method. However, for my purposes, I spent around 15 million GP on summer pies from 92 to 99. Which means my overall cost for pies was 47.8 mil. And one thing I didn't mention earlier is the cost of astral runes, which from 70 to 99 cost me about 10.4 mil, which means my overall cost for maxing my cooking from 70 with the bake pie spell is 58.2 mil. That is what you could expect going all the way from pretty much when you can start baking pies to 99. Now we maxed out cooking, but how much magic experience did we end up getting? Well, in total, we got 3.1 million magic experience, which I think kind of offsets this cost a bit. That's pretty much 25% of the total magic experience we'll need to get to 99. For example, if you started this at 65 magic when you first could start doing it, you'd get all the way from 65 to mid 90s, which would be very effective. So I did end up finally starting my max cash flipping series, and we did pretty well our first week. So our very first cash inflection is going to be for 23.1 mil, which will actually bring my total cash stack up to around 40 mil. Now, I was doing this pretty much on my own dime without any help, but going forward, I pretty much liquidated everything of value on this account. So all of the money is going to be coming from flipping. So the question is, what do I do next? 40 mil is a lot of money, but it's not quite enough to really start hammering away at one of these expensive skills like construction, prayer, something like that. It's going to be 200 to 300 mil, which could take a month or two before we have enough money for that. Now, one really easy skill I could max next is ranged. I only have around 3 mil experience to go. And if I do take this route, I'm going to be doing it on long ranged. That will give me about 3 million ranged experience and about 3 million defense experience, which will get me probably to the mid 90s in defense. Now, just kind of a rough estimation on that right now would be about 50 mil, so I could probably afford to do that. The only issue right now is I have no ranged gear, so I wouldn't really be doing it in a very max setup. However, efficiency wise, I think it's best to do it in Void anyway, so I could go ahead and do that, which wouldn't really cost me any money. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. What skill should I go for next? Should I wait till I have a bit more money and just hammer away something really fun like construction? Just kind of looking for some feedback here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.